Do you want early access? Do you want uncut reactions? If so, then check out our Patreon. Link in the description down below. Last episode, we sort of got a bit of a preview as to Sho, aka Shinra's brother, and the evangelist, the ones cloaked in white. It looks like there's a whole lot of them, and it looks like they're hell-bent on just, making the rest of the world go up in flames. Kind of fucked up.
Pretty much.
I mean, geez Louise, man. I mean, everyone's got to have a hobby, but come on, man. Do you really got to, burn everyone else up? I mean, the world's pretty shitty as is. I mean, I know people got, fire powers and all that, but, majority of the world's on fire. So can we get a little bit of a break? Just a little bit? Maybe I'm asking for too much. But I take it...
It's anime. Somebody's got to try to be... Got to be trying to destroy the world.
Of course!
Where there's no plot.
Sorry. I went a little M. Bison there from Street Fighter. That was a meme a long time ago. I'm still in awe just how deep they're going with this story, so I really don't know what to expect. So let's get this up on screen and let's just go.
先日発見した白装束につながるかもしれない事件の記録だ。
第8初出動の火事。これはシスターとマキが入隊した直後の調査報告書だ。
そういえば第8って
またホムラ人の発生数が増えてるらしいな。
俺たちも警らや犯罪者の検挙以外にやるべきことがあるのかもな。
犬間軍曹
Oh.
お先に失礼
Hey,
します。
Maki.
大勢中将の娘マキ大勢二等兵だ。
細いな。大丈夫なのか？
人一倍努力してるよ。
努力しているなら力になってやれよ。
無駄な努力は努力とは呼べない。その銃がどうかしたか？
特殊消防隊に倣って教会で洗礼してきたんだ。洗礼された銃とされてない銃、もし撃たれるなら。
太陽神なんて信じちゃいない。洗礼したからって撃った結果が変わるわけでもない。お前みたいな優しい奴がなんで俺といるんだろうな。
ひなは、お前は自分が思っているほど冷たくないよ。
Oh no.
当初ヒナ見て意識ある
洗礼された銃の方がいいだろ。
Damn. Well, that sucks.
Yep.
東条少尉の銃だ。依頼通りに所有者の名義はお前に変更済みだ。
報告します。この場の指揮を預かる一般消防
Hey,
士
there's the captain.
秋たる王尾です。
ホムラ人は2体と聞いたが。
はい、2人いますが今は居場所が異なります。
2匹中1匹はあまり点数が稼げねえな。
点数？
状況は分かった。一般消防士は下がっている。
消防官様、夫はおとなしく炎に耐えているんです。早く楽にしてあげてください。
現場には優先順位があります。
隊員を追跡に2名ほど向かわせて2体に分かれて鎮魂すればいいだけの話ではないですか。
我々はプロだ。現場には現場の判断というものがある。ホムラ人にランクをつけ成果を点数化することで部下の士気を保っている。
士気を保つ？人を一人鎮魂するのに士気もクソもないでしょうが、よろしければ私が責任を持って旦那様の鎮魂を行いますので任せてください。
どうされるおつもりですか？
君は？
東京広告軍竹久木縄軍曹です。
Okay, the formation of
この
Special
先
Company
は
8.
王政
So
の管轄だ。
this is like their origin story.
一般消防士の俺も
Obi and the captain and the lieutenant.
この中のホムラ人の苦しみに比べたら痛くも痒くもない。あなたもそう思うんでしょう。先日友人がホムラ人に、自分は銃を向けましたが撃てませんでした。洗礼を受けていない銃では撃てなかった。
は神を信じるかどうかではなく、死にゆくホムラ人のためにどれだけ何かをしてやれるかが大事だと思っている。
自分がやります。
炎は魂の息吹、黒煙は魂の解放。
灰は灰としてその魂を。
君は優しい男だ。君は勇気があるな。
There you
勇
go.
気があるのはあなたです。
他人を信じ行動し、自分を犠牲にするのはとてつもなく勇気がいることだ。今日の勇者はヒナー軍曹。君だよ。決めたぞ。俺は特殊消防隊を作ろうと思う。特殊消防官になってホムラ人の謎を追求したい。こんな焼け焦げた世界でじっとしてなどいられるか。俺の隊には何より命を大事にできる君のような隊員が必要なんだ。
Okay.
その時が来たらぜひ声をかけてください。
You know, that's one thing I really wish I did have. Glasses to where I could just go. You know, have that epic push-up. Epic glasses push-up.
実は一人当てがあります。軍人時代の後輩です。誰よりも努力をしているのですが、軍人としては使い物にならない。へえ、
さすがマキさん。
Yeah.
私って能力だけの肉の壁役として誘われたんだとは。
第八の精神は結成した時と変わらない。鎮魂するホムラ人へ敬意と祈りを。生きる人に炎からの解放を。人の命を大切に。
暑い日だった。初めての出動でみんな緊張していた。ホムラ人化した犠牲者は白ずくめの服装、見慣れない赤いクロス。遺族はおらず、遺留品を勤め先の会社が慌てて引き取りに来た。
場所は浅草。第7の管轄地だ。
Oh.
大福作ったから持っていきなさい。
ああ、甘いもんはいらねえっていつも言ってんだろババ
Took him anyway.
過ぎて
今晩は酒につけよ。うるせえ。ババアの大福だ。食いたいやつは勝手に食え。
死に損ないなクソババアの大福大好き。大福作らねえババアなんて死んだ方がマシだぜ。これ死に損ないの最後の輝きだぜ。あひちひババアの死にびかりうめえ。
今さっき第8の連中から連絡がありまして、例の電動車絡みで俺たちの管轄にガサ入れしたいそうで。
無視しとけ。
Yeah, about that.
もう来ちゃいました。
Yeah, Obi's not one to really take no for an answer.
新門紅丸大隊長は面倒な手続きがお嫌いだと聞いて直接来ることにしたのですが、
俺たちの島を勝手に荒らされるわけにはいかねえんだ。
伝道者は人工的にホムラ人を作り出している。次はここの町民がターゲットにされる可能性がありますよ。
バカ正直に信じる気はねえんだよ。
俺は実際に見ました。
広告の犬が何を見たかなんてこちとら知らねえんだよ。
疑うだけ疑って何もしねえやつには言われたくないね。第7の大隊長、あんた最強の消防官なんだろ。だったら今度は俺があんたをぶっ飛ばして認めさせる番だ。
Always challenging to a fight.
Couldn't beat the captain of the first. What makes him think he can beat this guy when he's supposed to be the mightiest guy?
ホムラ人。
俺が戻ってくる前に消え失せろ。派手好きのカンタロウが。
Aw.
さっき飲みに誘われたばかりなんだが。
何をする気だ。
始めるぞ。祭りだ。
What the fuck? Just destroyed half his town.
飛んでったぞ。あの大隊長の能力は何なんだ。
そこにいたかクソジジイ。
直せばいい。でも焔人になっちまった勘太郎の命は。
若は第3世代の発火能力、第2世代の炎の操作能力の両方が使える。自由自在に着火して操作することもお茶の子。
So creation and control.
見ろよ勘太郎、街がめちゃくちゃだ。年がいもなく暴れやがってクソじじい。よく頑張ったな。
If it was that easy, why'd he blow up half the town?
第八の消防官さんには紅丸ちゃんの鎮魂は荒っぽく見えたかい？西洋教に祈りがあるように街を壊すのも手向けなんだ。
Their way of offering up like prayer in some way instead of going latom. Instead, they offer it's sort of pagan in some ways. You know, they destroy the homes to sort of signify their, you know, their willingness to, or their sacrifice.
浅草の破壊よ、神門紅丸にね。
あめ。
I've been there. You ever had stuff hyped up for you too much and then you finally bite into it and you're just like, too sweet.
No such thing.
Really? Oh, God.
I'm one of those people that doesn't get the too sweet thing. I've never had that happen.
Well,
Like fucking rich fucking cheesecake that you can only take like 2 bites of without needing a drink of milk. Like, I'll still eat the whole fucking thing as long as I got some milk. It's like, diabetes.
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 Diabetes is delicious.
It is. It
No
is.
offense to anyone who actually has diabetes. I'll probably join you one day. I eat too much sugar.
Well. The whole thing with Benimaru seems to be, you know, he has his own. Like, number one, he doesn't like being under the crux of the government, even though they themselves are a special fire brigade. I think the big thing with it is that they are like they're independent of it, even though they're recognized. It's sort of a weird way how, for instance, the city of Norton is recognized officially as a city, when in truth it isn't. It's weird how certain jurisdictions and stuff work like that. And Benimaru also, his power is actually really cool too, because where he has the ability to create flames like a third generation and then manipulate them like a second generation. Effectively, that makes him very, very, like, powerful because of his ability to literally use 2 abilities. And it looked like he was using them at the same time. He was simultaneously, like, jostling the flames around and then all of a sudden just control it. Just really cool. I liked that. I liked how they did that, how they threw that in there.
I
But
wonder if there's going to be a conflict where they try to convince him that blowing up half their town is just a kind of
I think that's their
wasteful idea. Or
well,
something.
once again, I think that's their tradition. You see, that's
obviously it seems to be. It's just like, you know, maybe they'll try to talk them into there being a better way to do that. You know,
maybe, but again, traditions.
a lot of people,
I'm
yeah,
not
they
going to,
won't sacrifice tradition for logic.
Well, also, yeah, just for tradition's sake. For instance, in Muslim culture, in order to truly declare yourself, you know, to Allah, you have to like run a certain amount of circles around the tomb of the great Prophet Muhammad. You have to drink from the well of Zamzam. You have to pray on the top of Mount Arafat. You have to cast stones at the idol, and you know, proselytize and declare yourself to Allah, and then you also have to do a pilgrimage all the way to Mecca, and then you have to and That includes walking in a line in the middle of the desert, all the while not eating anything, not drinking anything, and just going Allahu Akbar. And then eventually you get to sit in a tent and drink water that everyone from cups that everyone else has drank from. It's a big rigorous process, but yet I'm not going to tell like people who are Muslim that they can't do that. Even in, the germaphobe world we live in now today, I'm not going to tell Muslims out there to not take their pilgrimage to Mecca because that's their choice. And that's this town's choice from the sounds of it. They choose to have all of these buildings that are easily destroyed to be brought up as offerings in the event of someone becoming an infernal. I think that's a symbol of their just dedication to a tradition. It's weird. It's super weird. Some traditions confuse the hell out of me, but who am I to tell people they can't do it? Anyway, yeah. So that's where I stand on that. I know you're just like, why you destroy the houses?
Yeah, I mean, I get it, but I don't get it at the same time. You know what I mean?
Well,
I'm a person who doesn't like change, but I'm a very logical person, and in the event that like something I've always done like is proven to me to be like inefficient or wrong, like I'm always willing to change. And I know people culturally aren't really willing to do that, but
sometimes
it's hard to see like why, if you've had it explained to you and proven to you that there's like better ways to do things, that you just keep on doing the same old things. But I mean, this is like a religious thing too, and I mean, obviously, like religion's one of the hardest things to talk people in or out of.
Yeah, and I mean, pagan rituals are still practiced to this day, man. There's still people out there who practice pagan rituals. They assemble and build these wooden idols to be burned in effigy, totems and shit like that. And that happens all the time. And as time has gone forward, we've taken a more logical step forward. But at the same time, there's still those who refuse to move forward. There's people still stuck in the past. But yeah, again, I can't proclaim that, my way of life is any better than anyone else's. I mean, clearly, it
was like an interesting thing right now, just something to bring up, just because habit and stuff. It's not even like a really deep set, like really old thing right now. It's semi-recent because video games aren't that old, but Sony has decided to make the confirm and cancel buttons universal across all countries, including Japan now. So
yes.
Japan is going to start confirming things with the X button and canceling things with the circle button, like we always have. And they are pissed. Like, a lot of people are very pissed about it.
Again,
and the explanation for it makes sense though for them, because basically in their language and culture, like a circle typically means yes, okay, like good to go.
To circle,
whereas a cross means like no go, like go back, stuff like that. So it's like they just say, symbol wise it's nonsensical to them for it to be swapped, but they're wanting to do that to make it easier on developers, so they don't have to make two different versions, like, of the controls for different countries and stuff like that.
Again, yeah, but
it's like I played RPGs back in the day too that are initially set up like that, and they usually have an option to swap them.
Yeah.
But it's extra work to put that option to swap them in the game, obviously. But I don't know how much extra work, but obviously it's some.
Yeah, I would say some, a fair amount of work. But
yeah, there was like a few people that are like, it'll be all right, I'll be used to it in like 5 minutes. But for the most part, most of them were like, I'm not buying a PS5 now and stuff like that. And they're just like, I can't believe they do this to us.
Yeah, like
it's just a traditional thing at this point, pretty much. It's like changing to something that you're not used to.
Well, the whole thing about how the PlayStation controller was, came to be, when Ken Kutaragi designed the layout of it, he meant for the square to be like the map, like an inventory button. The triangle was like the viewpoint. You'd hit that to center up your this. Keep in mind, this is before DualShock as well. It's the same problem that the Nintendo 64 ran into. And then, of course, the circle meant confirm, and the X meant no. That's exactly how he designed it and how he meant for it to be.
Yeah.
And
so,
now...
I mean, it's a matter of two different perspectives, because, like, from their perspective, it makes sense that way, but from our perspective, where most of us got a hold of, like, Nintendo systems first before the PlayStation came out, like, it was kind of that layout that you were like, okay, down here, go back up here.
Like the A button on Xbox controllers or stuff like that. Yeah, like usually the center bottom button is confirm.
Yeah.
And again, traditions, dude. They're weird sometimes. So that was episode 11, the origins of the 8th precinct, and Obi and the lieutenant were sort of a spur of the moment thing, and then all of a sudden Obi was just like, "Oh yeah, by the way, I'm gonna make a new division, the 8th division, and I want you to be my lieutenant." And the lieutenant's just like, "Okay. I mean, don't threaten me with a good time." But and then of course Maki was the official 3rd member, and now here we stand with everyone else, and. Oh, gosh. So, all right. We got to move on, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to move on to the next episode. Hope you all enjoyed. If you all want to see more, you know what to do. You hit that subscribe button. You ring that bell to stay notified. And also, if you want to check out our Patreon, feel free to click the links down below in the description. And until then, I'm Nate.
I'm Nick.
We'll see you then, everybody. Peace out.